If you're currently enrolled in school right now and want to build your credit score, then this is the video for you. Hey everyone, it's Mark. I'm here to help you put more money in your pocket through credit cards and smart financial habits. If that sounds good to you, then do me a quick favor and click on the like and subscribe button down below. Also check out the links I have down below in the description area to apply for a new credit card and to get 2 free stocks from Webull when you open up a new account and deposit $100 onto your brokerage account. I'd love to know which 2 free stocks you get. Now, when it comes to building up your credit score, one of the big factors involved with that score is the length of credit history. So if the longer the history, the better, then the sooner you start your credit journey, the better. And while there are a ton of different credit cards out there for beginners to credit or for those who want to build for the first time, if you are currently enrolled in school, then you'll definitely want to check out student credit cards. And unlike a secured credit card, which is a great builder card as well, student cards do not require a deposit to be put down first. So again, if you're new to credit or building for the first time and still in school, then I recommend you take advantage of that fact by going for a student card over a secured card to avoid that deposit. Now, I'll confess, I'm not going to cover every single student credit card on the entire market, but I'm going to choose the top 5 cards that I think will be great to help you get started with your credit journey, earn some rewards along the way, and some even have some pretty cool benefits. So in this video, we're going to cover each of those 5 cards individually to cover some of the details, and then I'll also put all 5 side by side so that we can see a comparison chart. That way it'll be easier for you to choose the best one for you. And in case any of you out there are international students living and going to school in the US right now without a social security number, stick around to the very end of this video because there is a card for international students that does not require a social security number. All right, on to the credit cards. Card number 1 is the Discover It Student Cashback Card. The welcome offer as of February 2021 is a little bit different than most cards. Rather than getting a bunch of points or cashback up front, Discover does a thing called Cashback Match, where you'll get an unlimited dollar-for-dollar match of all the cashback you've earned at the end of your first year automatically. Plus, there's 0% APR for the first 6 months on purchases, then it will go to a variable APR after that. So a couple things here regarding the APR. That's your annual percentage rate, basically the interest you'll be charged on an annual basis if you carry a balance from 1 month to the next, which I don't recommend. But hey, if you're moving to a new college campus, you have a lot of expenses for furniture or perhaps books, whatever it may be, then if you need to carry the balance for a couple months in the very beginning, you can do so for the first 6 months and pay no interest. Use that only if you absolutely need to do so. Otherwise, pay your entire balance on your bill that you get each month in full. That way you'll never be charged interest at any point. And second, for some clarification on the cashback match. Let's say that you've been earning 5% or 2% or 1% cashback on your purchases on the Discover card throughout your first year. And let's say you've earned $250 of cashback total. What Discover will do is take that $250 that you earned and match it. So you'll end up with a total of $500 after the first year. And again, that's only in year 1, but nonetheless a very cool benefit to get you started with a lot of great rewards up front. Now, putting the cashback match aside, the normal earning rates on this card are as follows. You'll get 5% back in quarterly categories that change every 3 months, on up to $1,500 of spend per quarter when you activate, and then 1% beyond that until it refreshes the following quarter. And then outside of these specific quarterly categories that are currently active for that quarter, you'll get 1% back on all other purchases. There's also no annual fee on this credit card. Now, in case you're unfamiliar with what these 5% quarterly categories are like, here's a current sample of what we have in 2021. As you can see, from January through March, you'll earn 5% cashback rewards at grocery stores, Walgreens, and CVS. Then in quarter 2, April through June, it'll switch over to 5% back at gas stations, wholesale clubs, and select streaming services. Then in quarter 3, July through September, you'll get 5% back at restaurants and PayPal. And lastly, quarter 4 of the year, which is October through December, it's 5% back at Amazon.com, Walmart.com, and Target.com. And all of these are again on up to $1,500 in purchases when you activate. And activating simply means enrolling into those categories. Discover sends you an email every time you're eligible to enroll for the next quarter, or you can do so online in your Discover.com account. Basically, if you don't activate, then you just earn 1% on everything all the time. So be sure to activate to get that 5%. For the perks and benefits, there is a good grade award where you get a $20 statement credit. Each school year, your GPA is 3.0 or higher for the next 5 years. The Refer a Friend program allows you to earn a $50 statement credit each time you refer a friend and they're approved for the card, up to a yearly maximum of referrals. And you can also get your FICO credit score for free to see your score build over time. And if you don't see your score right away, that's okay. It can take several months for your first score ever to be generated if you don't already have one. So just be patient, it's coming. Card number 2 is the Discover It Student Chrome card. The welcome offer is identical to the one that we just saw, where there's a cashback match and 0% APR for the first 6 months on new purchases. However, the cashback rewards are a bit different. On this card, you'll get 2% at gas stations and 2% at restaurants on up to $1,000 in combined purchases each quarter, then 1% beyond that until it refreshes again the following quarter, and then 1% back on everything else outside of those 2 categories. Again, there's no annual fee on this card. The perks and benefits are again identical with the Good Grade Award, the Refer a Friend opportunity, and the FICO credit score for free to monitor your status over time. The third card on the list is the Journey Student Credit Card from Capital One. At the moment, there is no welcome offer available. However, there are some cashback rewards that you can earn going forward. Specifically, you can earn 1% cashback on all purchases without any quarterly or monthly or yearly maximums. But it does get a little bit better than that too. You can actually increase that to 1.25% on all purchases when you pay on time to boost your cashback to a total of 1.25% for that month. Once again, there's no annual fee on this card either. At the end of your billing cycle, which is typically a 30-day period, you'll get a bill, and that bill has a total amount of money that'll be due by a specific due date. Simply pay that bill off entirely to avoid interest on or before that due date, and in doing so, you'll be able to get that 1.25% cashback reward instead of just the 1%. And in case you're wondering about the best time to pay your bill to increase your credit score and also differentiating between what is the due date versus the billing cycle versus the minimum payment and all those different crazy terms on your bill, check out my other videos in my Credit Cards 101 playlist. That playlist represents all my introductory credit card videos. There'll be more of them coming over time as well. And there's one in there called When to Pay Your Credit Card Bill to Increase Your Credit Score. So be sure to check out that video for a very straightforward approach that's easy to follow to help you win and boost your credit score. For the perks and benefits of this card, you'll get a $60 streaming subscription credit. Essentially, you'll earn $5 per month for 12 months on select streaming subscriptions when you pay on time. Of course, to have that work, make sure that you charge your streaming subscription to your Capital One Journey Student Credit Card. And over time, Capital One will give you automatic credit line reviews, so you can be automatically considered for a higher credit line in as little as 6 months. But if you don't see an increase right away at the 6-month mark, don't worry, keep using your card responsibly and consistently over time, and those automatic reviews will continue to happen to see if you'll be eligible as time goes on. You can also get virtual card numbers from Eno. Basically, you pay for online purchases with a virtual card number and keep your actual card number to yourself. So for any of you out there who do a ton of online shopping and want to boost your security, that's a great feature. Lastly, there are no foreign transaction fees on this card. So if you do some trips each year out of the country, then this is a great card to have with you in your wallet. Card number 4 is the Bank of America Cash Rewards Credit Card for Students. And with 9 words in its name, that might be the longest named credit card I've ever seen. It has a welcome offer as of February 2021 of $200 of cash back after you spend $1,000 in the first 90 days of card membership. There's also a 0% APR rate for the first 12 months on new purchases or balance transfers, and then it goes up to a variable APR from there. Now, the cashback rewards are fantastic on this card. They begin with a 3% choice category, where at the beginning of each month, you can actually change to the category where you anticipate spending the most amount of your money. You can choose from travel, dining, gas, online shopping, drugstores, and home improvement/furnishings. Then you'll get 2% back at grocery stores and 2% back at wholesale clubs with 1% back on everything else. Now, you'll notice the asterisks at the end of the first 3 categories. Those refer to the footnote there boxed at the bottom. You can earn those 3% and 2% rates on up to $2,500 in combined 3% and 2% categories per quarter. So if you spend more than $2,500 in those combined categories, then you'll just earn 1% beyond that until it resets the following quarter. There's no annual fee on this credit card. Perks and benefits are definitely on the small side with this card. You can get your FICO credit score for free, but beyond that, there's not much more. Yes, you might get some enhanced security with the little EMV chip on your card or the ability to have 0% fraud liability and stuff like that, but for the most part, every credit card nowadays has those types of tools, so I'm not really going to count them as benefits and list them here. Let's move on to our fifth and final card, which is the Deserve EDU MasterCard. There is no welcome offer on this card at this time, but it's still a pretty unique offering that can help a lot of students. For cashback, you will earn 1% back on all purchases, and you won't have to worry about being capped per month, quarter, or year. And like the other cards that we've already seen, there's no annual fee on this card. For the perks and benefits, it starts with a $59 Amazon Prime student benefit. And basically, here's how that works. After spending $500 in the first 3 months, use your card to sign up for an Amazon Prime student subscription and get reimbursed up to $59 total. In other words, you can get a $59 statement credit to cover the cost of your annual membership, or if you opt for the monthly membership, then you get $6.49 off per month. And that is still subject to the total cap of $59. Next, we have cell phone protection. The coverage is limited to damage or theft up to $600 per claim. Of course, it's subject to additional terms and conditions plus a $50 deductible. The maximum liability is $600 per claim occurrence and $1,000 per 12-month period. Just be sure to charge your monthly cell phone bill to your Deserve EDU MasterCard each month to make sure that the coverage is active. Third, we have no SSN required. So international students do not need a social security number or SSN to apply for this card. And complementing that very nicely is the fact that there are no foreign transaction fees on this card either. All right, so now let's take all 5 of these cards and put them up on the screen here side by side so that we can see them all together. Here's a great comparison chart for all of you with the names of the cards across the top. In the black background at the top, you can see that there's no annual fee for any of these cards. And then we have the sign-up bonus, the ongoing rewards, and the benefits for each card listed below that. Feel free to pause this screen as long as you'd like to look at all the differences between these cards and help you determine which one might be a best fit for you. And once you've thoroughly absorbed all those features of the different cards, I will now boil this down to you to the most simple way to figure out which card might be the best fit for you. Check this out. To help you identify which card may be best for you, here are 3 different classifications. Best for rewards will be the offerings from Bank of America and Discover. The best for benefits will be the offerings from Capital One and Deserve. And then the best option for international students will be the Deserve card. As a quick recap, the Bank of America card allows you to select your own 3% choice category and change it each month. And then the Discover Cashback card gives you 5% back on up to a quarterly maximum in select categories that do change every quarter. So that could be a great fit if your normal spending habits fall into the categories that may be available. However, if you prefer a simpler approach, getting a flat cashback rate across all categories with no limits, then check out the ones from Capital One and Deserve, where you're getting at least 1% back on all purchases, and then some pretty cool benefits to reimburse you for things like Amazon Prime or select streaming services. And of course, if you're an international student without a social security number, then the Deserve card will be the best fit because it does not require that SSN to be put on the application. And with all that said, if you enjoyed today's video and believe it could benefit others, then please help me get it in front of more people by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on those notifications. Also, check out the links down below in the description to apply for a new credit card and to get 2 free stocks from Webull when you open a new account and deposit $100 onto your brokerage account. I'd love to know which 2 free stocks you get. And lastly, although we did cover 5 fantastic credit cards for students in this video, there are some other ones out there. So if you have questions about other starter cards or other student cards, drop those questions down below in the comments. I'd love to help you find the best one for you based on your spending habits and where you are in your credit journey. Thank you all for tuning into today's video. I hope it brought you some great value. I'll see you again in future videos, and until then, remember, you are great.